Happy Vlogmas, merry everything, my family. It is your girl T back with another Vlogmas video, so welcome or welcome back. If you're already part of my family, you know that all month long I've been doing Vlogmas, and this is the final Style Day video of Vlogmas. By the way, if you hear tiny tap dancers in the background, it's actually dogs. It's my dog as well as another dog that I'm dog sitting, and they won't leave me alone. They follow me from room to room. So you might hear some noise in the background. Sorry in advance. The joys of tiny paws on hardwood floors. Anyway, last week's Style Day video was all about fashion. This week we are back to hairstyling, and it's all about this hair. You guys have been seeing it all week long, and I wanted to make sure I gave you guys the faux 1-1. These are the much ballyhooed passion twists. You've seen them in your feed. You've seen them on the gram. Well, actually, I haven't seen them on the gram, but I've heard they're very popular on the gram. And passion twists are just twists done with free tress water wave hair. I've also heard the boho babe who coined the term passion twists. I've also heard her say you can use bohemian curl or something like that, but I just went with free tress water wave. I kept getting suggested videos in my YouTube recommendations of these passion twists over the past month to 6 weeks, and I just really wanted to try it. It looked like such a cute style, a nice switch up from the usual kinky twists that I normally do. And a lot of you guys know that I love boho locks, so I do tend to gravitate toward a very free-spirited bohemian vibe in a lot of my clothes and my hair choices. Me being me though, of course I had to try it in purple. This has been the year of ultraviolet. It's coming to a close, but purple is my power color. Amethyst is my birthstone, and I feel like I was supposed to be born with purple hair, like somebody messed up in the genetics department, because this is my correct hair color. So let's talk through this style. Now, the boho babe, she suggested using around 9 packs. I refuse. I didn't want that much hair on my head because of the weight. A lot of you guys have heard me say before, my general rule of thumb is if I'm putting braid or twist extensions in, I go with a 1-to-1 ratio of fake hair to real hair and nothing more. I feel like anything beyond that is just asking too much on my follicles, and I already have struggle edges as it is, so I'm not trying to thin them out any more than they already are. My goal was to use about 6 packs, and in the end I ended up using almost exactly 5 packs. I had 2 little pieces of the free tress water wave hair left over by the time I was done. I did, however, have 9 packs worth of hair just in case, because I had purchased 6 to begin with, and I had gotten all purple, and then I was kind of nervous because I was just like, for one, this doesn't look like that much hair in the pack. 2, I was worried about it looking too ratchet for my liking, because I'm fine with a little ratchet, but I didn't want it to be too ratchet. And since this hair doesn't come in an ombre purple, like a two-tone, I was worried about how it might look. So I ended up picking up a couple packs of number 2, as well as 1 pack of 99J. So in the end, I used 4 packs of the purple, 1 pack of 99J, and none of the number 2, because after I did my first couple, I felt like it would look all right in the end, and I actually really love how it looks. If you saw my Makeup Monday video where I was going to get my eyebrow microblading touch-up after 6 months, you saw the struggle that it was to hunt down that 99J pack, because it was just really hard to find not only the hair itself. Here in LA, for some reason, there's beauty supply stores who just straight up don't carry free tress, and I'm just like, what? But then the stores that I did find that carried it didn't have any colors beyond the normal 1, 1B, 2, stuff like that. Once I had all my hair, I was ready to twist. Before you start twisting, you do have to prep the hair. As you can see, the hair comes in these perfect little coil kind of deals, which ain't cute unless you're trying to look like you're wearing fake hair. To prep the hair, you really just have to fluff out each coil one by one, and for me, this was maybe the worst part. It was just an annoying step to have to do, but it has to be done if you're going to try the style. I was just like, it's bad enough that I actually have to do my hair, because I hate doing my hair, but I have to do stuff to the hair before I can put it in my hair. Fuck out of here. So just to get through all of the pieces of hair in 1 pack, I would say it took me a good 10-15 minutes, because it would sort of start to snag and tangle, and you'd have to figure out how to get through and fluff it just to the point you needed it to, so you would actually be able to install it. The boho babe does suggest pre-sectioning your hair. I didn't do that because I didn't really feel that that would save me any time. So I just went ahead and sectioned as I went, and with my hair texture, making parts, especially if I want to make them clean and neat, oh my God, I take it back. Prepping the hair was the second worst part. The worst part of any style is always parting my hair. In any event, I decided to just part as I went. The boho babe also suggested in her tutorial using edge control around each part. I'm not really an edge control girl because, as I said, I don't have edges. But because I wasn't familiar with this texture of hair, and it is quite silky to the Marley hair that I'm used to working with, I just figured maybe she knew better than I would since she did come up with this style. So I went ahead and just used some of the Bliss Blueberry control paste. I can't even remember what that's called. It's been under my sink for I don't even know how long because I use it so rarely. As far as moisturizing my hair, I reached for what I always reach for whenever I'm going into any long-term protective style, and that was my Chemet Biologics. I used my Burdock Root Butter Cream, and I had planned to use the usual sealant that I use for long-term styles, which is the Olive and Honey Hydrating Balm, but they came out with a new product. I think it's new anyway. I certainly don't remember it, and I just picked it up during the Black Friday sale, and it's this Castor Balm, but I already love this product. It was a bit of a gamble to use something new when I knew I was going to be putting my hair away for a few weeks. I'm planning to keep this in 4 to 6 weeks, assuming it holds up. But I could tell immediately that this product will hold my hair down just as well as the Olive and Honey Hydrating Balm. And because it's in a tub, even though it's less sanitary, it's definitely what I prefer when I'm installing a style like this, because it's so much easier to just dip my finger in and grab a bit as I'm moving along and twisting, rather than having to basically decant some of the Olive and Honey Hydrating Balm. Usually I just put some on like a little plate or in a lid or something and dip into it like that, so I'm not having to worry about squeezing some out every time. It's just kind of a hassle whenever I'm doing a bunch of small twists or anything like this. So yeah. As I said, I knew I didn't want to use 9 packs of hair because it also just looked like it would be a lot of hair. Now, I do like my hair dumb full, but I don't want it dumb heavy or dumb long. So whenever it's hair that's being like straight up attached to my follicles, I want to use less. And I feel like with 5 packs, it's got a good density for me because I know myself and I'm going to be wearing my hair up in a bun the vast majority of the time, 90% of the time. And I ain't trying to feel like I'm Miss Chiquita Banana with 8 pounds of fruit on my head. Now, as I said, I've never worked with this hair before. I was not used to the texture, and I definitely struggled in the back when I was first getting started. Silky hair is just harder for me to grip, and I'm pretty inept when it comes to hairstyling anyway. I can barely braid and twist as it is. After failing to do the invisible roots method, which is what I tend to do whenever I'm doing kinky twists, I resorted to doing the classic braided roots in the back. So I did that for the first 2 rows just so I could get moving and get started. And then once I could actually see what I was doing, once I was around this part of my head, I decided to go ahead and try the invisible roots method again. And I was able to do it successfully. So from here on up to basically the entire top 2/3 of my head, it's all the invisible roots method, for better or for worse. Obviously, some sections are not quite as close to the scalp as they should be because I just couldn't grip the hair very well. Time will tell if I experience a lot of slipping doing the invisible roots method, but I just prefer it so much. I mean, it's not truly invisible, at least not to a trained eye like mine. I've been wearing braid extensions since I was like 11, 12 years old, so I know some box braids when I see them. And I'm not trying to fool anybody, but I do just prefer the more seamless appearance that the invisible roots method gets. So time will tell if I experience a bunch of slipping with this. However, I do think the kinky nature of my real hair will help to grip that silky hair a bit better. I was also surprised at how long these ended up being because I didn't really want them particularly long. I didn't really want them this long. So next time I might cut the hair. The free tress hair does say 22 inches on the pack, and that didn't seem very long to me, and it also didn't look that long. I was like, it's not that long, but I mean, as you can see, it comes down pretty well on me. I mean, this is my belly button here. So the longest twists in the back here are basically belly button length. These are more or less waist length on me, and I did not cut the hair, I only cut off straggly pieces. Time will tell how much slipping I experience, how much unraveling I experience. I mean, I was already retwisting some of the bottoms the next day, but I do still really like the style so far. I love that it's a completely different vibe and texture to the usual kinky twists that I've done so many times, and I'm really happy that I switched it up and tried this out. It's also a style you can do relatively inexpensively, unless you do want to go the 9 packs route and you go 5 or 6 packs. And if you get it online, the hair isn't that expensive. It can be anywhere from, I've seen it as cheap as $2 a pack sometimes, but usually you'll be able to get it online for about $6 a pack, maybe 5. At my local beauty supply store where I got that one pack of 99J, that one pack was $10. So get it online if you can. I don't expect this style to last as long as, say, kinky twists do because the hair is very soft. It's very silky, as I've said. I do think that there will be strands that will manage to just kind of migrate out of these twists. There will be unraveling, I'm sure, as time goes on. And just the fact that it is such a bohemian look, it already looks, for lack of a better word, a bit raggedy already. It looks very lived in. It already looks like I've had the style a while, even though I haven't. On the other hand, I really like how soft it is. I like how it's kind of springy and it feels a million times nicer than any kinky twist that I've ever had, because kinky twist hair a lot of times is just so scratchy and dry feeling. It's just unpleasant. Granted, it does blend amazingly well with my hair, but it doesn't seem like companies have managed to figure out how to make kinky hair that feels nice and soft, that actually resembles my hair texture. And my hair is not scratchy and hard, by the way. It's kinky, but still very soft and nice feeling. So those companies need to figure that shit out. But there you go. That is how I installed my current protective style. As I said earlier, I'm hoping to be able to keep these in up to 6 weeks. I have a feeling it will probably be closer to 4, but only time will tell. Perhaps with just trimming any errant hairs or raggedy looking ends, retwisting as I need, maybe I'll be able to stretch it to the 6 weeks. And that is the tale of how I installed my passion twists. Thank you so much if you hung out for all of the style days throughout Vlogmas. This is the last one, and it's bittersweet, you know, like mostly sweet though, because I'm freaking tired, and you're a really real one if you've watched all of my Vlogmas videos up to this point. It's been a lot of work, but I really loved interacting with you guys over the course of this month, playing around with different types of content, playing around with different formats, even editing. I'm really happy to be ending the year with purple hair. It just makes me feel good, makes me feel like I'm heading into 2019 in the right frame of mind. But that's gonna do it for now, so I will see you guys tomorrow for the final Sunday stream of Vlogmas 2018. Bye-bye.
That's some nappy-headed hose there, I'm gonna tell you that now.